Hey guys, so today I'm gonna do a review again of a juice, and it's a juice I picked up while I was in Bellingham visiting my wonderful girlfriend. Um, while I was up there, I was running out of juice, and I had no way of ordering any in that span of time, so I just looked up the closest e-cig shop that I could find. And it turns out that there was one in downtown Bellingham called EcigExpress. Um, and while I was there, I looked at their little repertoire of juices, and I was looking through them, and I saw one that I see nearly every vendor has, and it's the Ecto. Um, I see it on websites all the time and at stores. I never really took the dive in trying it. So I decided to pick up a little 15 ml bottle of it, and it was about $10, which is actually a little cheaper than some of the 15 ml bottles I picked up before. The bottle is actually pretty cool too. It's a little green bottle. Flavorz by Joe-Ecto strawberry. I don't know if I made that clear at the very beginning of the video who it was by, and I'm sorry about that. It's Flavorz by Joe. This is 12 milligrams. Okay. So, to start off, I realized my last video wasn't that great, and I'm trying to improve on that. So I have a little list with me today. That's why I keep looking off to the side. So taste. I found this one to taste like very strong fruit punch, very tart, but there's something, I was vaping on it, and I realized there was something in the background that was kind of mellowing it out, and it took me a little bit to realize what it was, and it tasted to me like there was a slight vanilla back to it. You could really taste it in like the back of your throat and nose. You couldn't really taste it on the inhale, but on the exhale, it wasn't prevalent, but it was there, and it really mellowed out the tartness of the fruit punch. The smell of the juice is actually it's nice. And the last review I did was of the coconut from Volcano. It was the Cuckoo Coconut from Volcano. And it didn't have a strong aroma to it. But this is a very different story. I took off the little plastic shrink wrap off this bottle, and you could smell it. And I thought that e-liquid had somehow leaked onto the bottle, but that wasn't the case. I smelled the bottle, and the bottle smelled intensely of the e-liquid. And I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but that was the case. There was no issues at all. I didn't have any like e-liquid on my hands at all from touching the bottle. It just smelled very intensely, and even like I bought this bottle like 5 days ago, and it still, you can very faint on there, but it's there. And then when you open up the cap, it made it even more intense, and that's not a bad thing because this juice smells really good. Like, nobody is going to be offended if you are, like, vaping this around them, because it smells so good. Like, I could sit there and do it all day, but that's probably bad. So we've gone through smell. Throat hit. I like my juices between 8 and 12 milligrams. That's not like an intense throat hit, but there's a throat hit there. I prefer the throat hit of the 12 milligrams. But if I smoke, if I vape too much of the 12 milligram, I get a little jittery, a little, sweaty, heart racing, stuff like that. Typical overstimulation, which can happen with any juice, but, that just depends on your tolerance. Let's see. Vapor production was very decent. It was satisfying, but it could be better. I was very satisfied with the vapor. And I know there are people out there who love clouds and clouds, and you could get clouds and clouds if you had something like a variable voltage device. I personally do not have a variable voltage device, so I'm just kind of stuck with what I have. So what I have is just my little Inferno battery with my little tube tank, and connected to the USB. Now, if I'm not mistaken, not connected to the USB, this thing runs at 3.7 volts. But connected to the USB, from what I understand, it ups the voltage just a little bit. I don't know the validity to that, so if somebody knows that, please comment and tell me, because I cannot find the answer anywhere. That's just something I heard. I don't even remember where, but I heard it somewhere. I do notice a bit of a difference when I have it connected to the USB, like, not like a huge difference, but it's noticeable. So I'm just gonna take a quick vape and show you guys. So, little Inferno battery, my tube tank. So not like clouds and clouds of vapor, but it's a satisfying amount. It's definitely more than I was getting with the Cuckoo Coconut from Volcano. The only downside that I have found with this juice is it's a newbie mistake, guys, and I realized that. When it happened, I had heard about it before, but, hold on! But, sorry, somebody's knocking at my door. Newbie mistake. It really is. I didn't realize it until it happened. So I'm warning you guys now, for those who don't know. It is a citrusy juice. So it will warp or crack plastic tanks. It warped mine. Not by a huge amount, so there's no leakage going on. But it is not, the tube piece is no longer totally flush with these little rings here. It's slightly protruding right here, whereas everywhere else around it, up top and bottom, is totally flat. It's flush with the rest of the device. Just something to look out for. So if you have a glass tank, feel free to use as much as you can, but be careful with the plastic tanks. I would not recommend using it. I actually now have to probably go get a new tank when I get paid. And that's just money I don't need to spend because I don't have that much. Anyway, that is the Ecto Strawberry from Flavorz by Joe. Pick this bottle up for about $10. If you, I would recommend it to anybody who likes intensely fruity flavors. It's a good vape. Give it a thumbs up. So, thanks for watching, guys. You'll probably see a new video in the next week or so. So, have a good weekend, and be sure to comment, tell me what you think, because I need to get better at this, right? Everybody just wants to get better. Anyway, thanks, guys. See you later.